chips fly in a dying light. Pallets stacked like wrongs I fight. Dad can't see, just hears the rain. From a rusted radio that speaks his name. He slipped one night, bones gave out. Hospital said, pay now or count 'em out. I begged, I tried, the phones went cold. So I grabbed the thing I always hold. My hammer ain't for killing, man, but glass don't scream like guilt again. I cracked that ATM with bare regret. Didn't run, just lit a cigarette. Hammer in my hand, shame in my soul, but I smashed the world to keep him whole. Don't talk to me about law and pride when you ain't wiped your daddy's eyes. Let him cuff me, call me damn, but that night I made my final stand. Not for gold, not for plans, just a broken man with a hammer in his hand. 18 months in a nameless cell. My name was Thief, but I wore it well. Came back home too late for hugs, just empty shoes and folded gloves. Now I build like I never did. Every nail's a prayer I hit. Each board I press, each splintered line I carve a name that once was mine. Hammer in my hand, fire in my chest. I don't need much, just a chance to confess that love don't live where words are clean. It sleeps where hands have bled unseen. Let them judge, let them stare, but I was there when no one cared. I'd fall again, and I'd still stand with nothing left but this hammer in my hand. Forgive me, Dad. Every nail was was in my hand, rust on my name. City buzzing like a neon shame. She sold roses on the sidewalk bend. We talked about a porch at the world's dead end. Then she cried, said, Mom's turning cold. Dog needs cash or she won't grow old. I ain't got much, just coil and grit. So I broke the lock, made my hands commit. Sold the parts in a backroom deal. Told myself love should bleed to heal. Didn't lie, didn't run or fight, just sat in the dark waiting for the light. I don't steal to breathe, I steal to give, to buy one more day for someone to live. If love's a crime, then chain my soul. I'd do it again just to make her whole. Call me wrong, call me low, but I'd burn this world to stop her, no. She still held my hand when they slammed the gate. Said wired for love, not for hate. Out now, work the graveyard line, fixing fuses with hands that ain't mine. She waits in a room smiles I see that night, and no damn well I chose it right. I don't steal to rise, I steal to hold, to warm her hands when the wind gets cold. Let the law write my name in rust. I'd trade my life to protect her trust. I ain't clean, but I ain't fake, and I'll carry her weight for heaven's sake. She still sleeps with her hand on my chest, wired for love, not regrets. I ain't grounded, I'm just wired for love. Steel on steel, sparks like rain. Container creaks in a world of strain. Mom don't talk like she used to do, but her hand still shook when I fed her soup. Bills came down like a rusted gate. Pay by Friday or seal her fate. I stared at the locker behind that wall and heard her voice from when I was small. She said, keep walking when the river floods. Now I'm wading in a sea of blood. I took the cash, left my name in chalk, then waited in the dark at the station block. Burned hands, clean heart, that's all I've got. You call it theft, I call it love for God. She once carried me through fire and flood. Now I trade my name for her breath and blood. Shame me, throw the key, but I won't beg for what was right to me. You got your rules, I've got my part, and I'll die with these burned hands, but a clean heart. Zunko said I don't belong, but rust and smoke still feel like home. I paint the holes in midnight shifts with hands that shook through every gift. She lived one more year than left in sleep. I said goodbye at the water deep, and now I work with a quiet pride, welding silence on the other side. Burned hands, clean heart, that's my song. She gave me strength, so I passed it on. Call it crime, call it what you see, but she's the only law that mattered to me. Pain and fire, steel and sky, I don't regret, I don't ask why. I'd steal that breath again from the dark to keep her warm with my burned hands and heart. Some hands break, mine bled for her. Woke in a trailer full of rain, wires and breakers, walls with stains. Taught myself from a cracked screen light, swap sleep for sparks just to make it right. June worked hours with swollen feet, counting coins just to buy cold meat. She dropped one night, too pale to stand. Doc said time's short, got a plan. Phone said no, friends closed doors, so I cracked the lock and sold the cores. Didn't want more, just one chance to keep my bloodline in the dance. I sure wide the dark to light his way. Stolen breath just to make him stay. Ain't proud of how, but proud I stood between my name and fatherhood. They threw the book, they took my name, but June still called me through the flame. And when he kicks, I hear the sound of second chances circling round. Now I wear a badge that says I learned fixing lights with palms that burn. My boy laughs when the fuse is spark. He don't know his dad once walked the dark. June still smiles at our front porch, says you lit it all with a stolen torch. And every screw, each circuit tied, is one more wrong I electrify. I showed why the rules to hold what's mine. Crossed the line for a brighter line. They saw a thief, I saw a son, and I'd cut the power to make him run. Let him say I broke the code, but love ain't something he knowed. He's here, he breathes, and I still stand with guilt in my gut and tools in hand. Chance, that's your name, 'cause you made me one. Stood knee deep in poison rain, rubber gloves can't hide the shame. Empty lunchbox, boots of rust. I come home smelling like broken trust. They said your boy's heart ticks too slow. Wires can help, but it ain't low. Insurance said I ain't worth their ink, so I stared too long at the chemical sink. Backdoor key and a fading prayer. One barrel move, no time to spare. Took the cash, burned the past, but guilt don't hide, it breathes too fast. Dirty hands, clean blood, that's the price for a kid who just needed one more night. Let him curse, let him spit my name, but I do it again in the darkest flame. Don't call me hero, don't call me thief, just a man who crawled beneath belief. When hell said choose, I chose the flood so my son could breathe with clean, clean blood. They caught me not 'cause I was dumb, but 'cause I begged, said leave them numb. It was me, no one else to blame. I'll take the cuffs, just spare the name. Now I sort through cans and rusted frames, still smell the acid in my veins. But at night, he sleeps just fine with steady beats that echo mine. Dirty hands, clean blood, that's my vow. I ain't asking for heaven now, just a second chance to work and wait for a life I bought behind the gate. Brand me wrong, paint me crude, but love don't ask to be approved. If sin saved him, then I won't run. I'd rot with pride if he lives on. A man ain't judged by what he cleans, but what he dares to carry